All right, folks. So you should be seeing two screens. So let's confirm that you can.
Sir, I can see it.
All right. So let's move forward then. So this is what you were asked to do for the mock test. And I know that you all did it and you're willing to share your knowledge now. So let's just jump into doing that. All right, so we already have online GDB set up with the C++ compiler. I don't want to keep on having to use std::cout. So what do I need to do in terms of modification to the program to allow me not to do that?
Under the include iOS stream, you put using namespace std and the semicolon.
All right, thanks. And if that is indeed true, then it means that when I remove the std from line 14 and we execute, then we should be seeing some output. And there we have the output at the end, hello world. So it means that the configuration that we have just done is working fine. So having gotten that out of the way, and we're now sure that the compiler is up and running properly, then we can now look at the task and start to flesh out what a possible solution can look at. So what are we being asked to do? We're being asked to represent crates. So there is some company that is selling crates, and the crates are rectangular in shape and they're also colored. And we need to know the dimensions of each crate. So what is the length, what is the width? And because some of the crates can have material which is dangerous, then we also need to have some way of knowing which crate have been created to hold these dangerous stuff. And in order to accomplish this, we want to create a data type called crate. And we want to ensure that we have properties and we have methods for accomplishing all of this. So given all of that, ladies and gentlemen, what do I start out with?
I'm going to create a class, like a class called
Create a
crate.
class, create, sir.
So class crate.
Open curly bracket.
So I go to a new line, open curly bracket, and if I open my mouse end,
You can put the semicolon at the end, the ending.
I can or I must.
You must, but yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna say you don't have to do it right now, but you can do it
No,
now.
man, we want to do it right now, because we're not going to forget. And then we have to go mark it wrong. Yeah. So let's do it right here at the get-go, so you don't have to think about it again. All right. So we're good so far. We have the crate class. What else?
Sir, under the beginning, put private colon.
All right. So on the right inside of the curly, we'll put private colon.
Go to a new line. You have the variables, the properties.
Before you even reach variables, you put public colon, because you know you're going to need the two things, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if you don't put it, you run the chance that you might forget it. So right at the start, right at the get-go, you just set it up so that you have the structure clear. And then you go inside and you modify the structure. That's my recommendation.
Yes, sir.
All right. So what next now?
Sir, under
Sir, under
private, so you're gonna
private.
put the details of the crate.
So under where?
Under private,
All right. So under private, we're going to do what?
put the details, the
Of the crates.
variables.
When you said details, what you mean?
Like the length and the width, sir. You have to declare the length and the width.
More on the proper
The length,
terminologies them. What are we going to do under private?
we're gonna list the properties.
We are going
So we're
to list
declaring
the
the variables.
properties, or we are going to create the properties. Yeah, we know that properties are variables, but remember, we're starting to use the correct terminology, right? So you know at this point that a property is a variable. It is a special variable that we find inside of a class. So I want you to put or use the terminologies properties moving forward. We clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, you don't have to talk to me, because
Yes,
if
sir.
you don't talk to me, I can't know if you're not understanding what is going on. So under private, we need to list the properties. So tell me the properties that we're going to list.
I use
Float, length, width, color.
So float,
Float, width,
width.
float, length.
So I'm not gonna
Semicolon,
put.
sir.
So I'm not put semicolon.
Comma.
Okay.
Sorry, semicolon, and then a new line. Float,
So you
length,
could just
semicolon.
excuse me, sir.
Sorry, question. If you use double, it good, right? Like double instead of float, it should be
Can we
okay.
use double instead of float?
Yes.
Yeah, you can, yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Also, sir, since width and length are the same data type, can you like put comma and then a space, then put length beside width?
That is permitted, but I'm not teaching that.
Okay. All right,
So
sir.
if you know that and want to do it that way, that's fine.
All right, sir.
Yeah, I'm going the simple way. Everybody can understand. One property per line. Are we finished?
No, sir. Sir, I'm telling
Sir, question. Like how we have
1 minute.
include.
1 minute, Gabriel. There's
Okay.
someone before you. Go ahead.
sir, I was giving you what I have under my private. I didn't include the shape because it already said they were rectangular. So I have char star color semicolon, and then bool space for has, which is for
Bool what?
hazardous.
Space what?
Bool space for underscore hazardous or has. For underscore has.
When I say four, man, type it in the chat. I don't know if you're saying for or four.
Okay, sir.
All right. So until you do that, go ahead, Gabby.
Sir, where she has char and the asterisk color, sir, we can include. Well, I already did it, but would it be okay if I include string also up the top on the IO stream and then string color?
All right, tell me what to do.
On the IO stream, go under it into line 2. Number sign include the open the thing, sir, and string, back it back, and then that's above namespace also, right? That's what I'm making. Yes, sir. And then instead of using char there, I use string color.
Like that? Or
That's
it's a
what
big
I did.
S? Is it biggest or smallest?
It's a smallest, sir.
Okay. All right.
Sir, question before we proceed.
sir.
What if I use const string? Sorry, const char star
Why would you want to do that?
without including the string?
Why would you want to do that?
Well, so when we did run mine, that time I say it can't convert from string to char star.
Yeah, because you're trying to use a constant. But question. Have I taught you anything about constant?
No, sir.
So why would you want to do it the other way? Why don't stick on the safe road?
I'm just a dogs.
Yeah, but I'm trying to make a point now. I hear the point that I am making. This is an exam, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And you're going to an exam to solve a problem, and you use something that you're not sure about, you run the risk of losing marks. So what I would do, this is my strategy. I go to an exam. I am using the tools or the information that I am sure about. I'm not experimenting during an exam. I will experiment during a lab class or during a tutorial. But during an exam, no, I'm not experimenting. I want to ensure that whatever I'm putting, I am exactly sure how this will work. You following where I'm going?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is for everybody, you know. This is just a general knowledge. And this goes for all of your modules there. So you're doing maths and you practice one way. When you go to the exam and you see the problem, nobody use the new way where your friend show you this morning before the exam. No, stick with the thing that you have proven. All right, so I see what you're saying now, Tiandra. I just go and call it Hals.
Okay, sir.
So that's going to tell us whether or not it hazardous or not. So I am anticipating that most persons would have reached somewhere along this line. Whether or not you want to use char star color or you want to make use of the string, then that's up to you. My preference is for which one? What's my preference?
Sir, string.
You said
Yes,
string.
string. We spoke about this in the recording. Because char star can inadvertently, if you don't know to use it properly, you can run into some challenges. So I recommend making
That
use
reach me
of
now.
string.
That reach one. I'm gonna try use char star, so I'm gonna just replace it with string instead.
All right. So I guess you have learned by experimenting, right?
Yes, sir. The
Yes,
same
sir.
thing with me. That's why I'm going to use the constant char star, but I will use the string next time.
All right, good. So we have taken care of properties. What the next step now?
Operations, sir.
No. Tell me the correct terminology.
Sir.
What? I want the correct terminology.
So is it
Methods.
Methods. Yes. It is true that a method is an operation, but not all operations are methods. So I want you to once again use the terminologies. Once the operation is a part of a class, then what is it called?
Property, sir.
Let's try that one more time. Once an operation belongs to a class, then what is it called?
Method.
Called a method. All right, good. Someone else was asking something?
Yes, sir. I was asking if even though we are, you want us to say method, if we put operation on the exam paper or anything, will we still get it right?
Ask the question again.
If we use the other name for method, properties or
Yeah.
so on the exam paper, would we still get it right?
All right. Good question. And I know you know usually answer a question with a question, but me I gotta ask a question. You think me I gotta set an exam question like that to ask you what is
No,
another
you're
name?
not gonna set it as simple. No, you only set as simple way like that. But suppose like on top of our head we just say properties. No one say a method will say as
Yeah,
so,
man, but
but
may I
we are
ask you,
going
do
to
you
the
think
exam.
yeah, man, I get it, but may I ask you, you think me I gotta ask you any question where you have to go answer and say this is a property or this is a method or operation?
No,
Obviously
unless I
not.
want to give it 2 marks, unless I
No,
want to
man,
give
me
it
not
2
giving no marks, man. You not earn all of the marks then. No, you're not find them the question. So not even bother think about that scenario there. The scenarios where you want to think about is application scenarios. I'm going to ask you to apply the knowledge. You notice that both of these things that I ask you to do, the one on Monday, both the shell scripting and this one, are application-based things. You have to apply the knowledge. Yeah. So I'm not asking nothing like them thing there. That I just fit in a class. The test if you really understand the differences between the concepts. All right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Cool, cool. All right. So we need some methods now. So talk to me now. Wait, here's all on the stop.
No,
It's at
sir.
30%, you know.
Sir, for my
Sir,
No,
maybe done
what
this
I
program.
did, I used a
All right, I heard
constructor
Malik
function.
first. Go ahead, Malik.
Sir, what I did, I used a constructor function.
You use what?
A constructor.
No, Malik, we don't know nothing about a constructor.
you're gone too far, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man, you're
You get
gone
the
too
degree
far, brother.
already.
There's some running a problem too, sir.
You why
No,
you not gone there, so?
I
That
use it.
constructor me use,
I
sir.
didn't use
Then
it.
what talk so?
No, but
Alright,
hold on, stop.
I
1 minute.
didn't.
Wanna pause there. Have I taught you anything about a constructor? And the answer is
No.
no. So would I expect you to be using a constructor? And the answer is no. I'm not afraid to say it, so let me say it for now. The answer is no. I expect you to use the basic things them that I have taught you. And that is why when I say write the main program, you notice what I say? Do not use C in. Because I have recognized that some people are making use of C in, but have I gone through C in as it? No. So I would not expect you to be using it in a solution. So yes, you can research it and you can know it. And you can do it for your own practice and your own edification. But in terms of what I am looking for in your solution, I don't need any constructor and I don't need C in. Is that clear? Type yes in the chat if it's clear. Type Y in the chat if that's clear. All right. So I've seen several persons responding in the affirmative. Good. So I want a method. So wanna give me a method now, please.
Sir, void show
Sir, you
details.
have void, sir, details.
All right. So void show details. So why have to name show details? Why can't just name show?
Cause you want to show details.
Yeah, but if
Sir,
I say
it's best to
show,
be more
it's not gonna show
specific.
the details too.
Sir,
Me
it's
won't
best to
call
be
it
more
show.
specific with naming the
Me won't call it show. And me I call it show because when you see me use something named show details and when I say to yourself, oh, it must always name show details. And the fact is it don't
No,
always
sir,
have to
it's
name
just
show
easier to remember.
details. Yeah. So you determine
Sir,
what
easier to
names you are
remember that
going to
way.
use. 1 minute.
Sir, I think we will use
1 minute. You determine what names you are going to use as long as the name is descriptive enough for the purpose. So create that show and it's going to show something for the create. So show is okay. Show details is also okay. If you want to say print, that is also okay. You want to say display, that is also okay. I don't want to be caught up on a name because the name can change based on your preferences. Are we clear? Type C in the chat if you're clear.
Sir, question. So
I see how
we
much
do,
people clear first. All right, so whole heap of people clear. All right, go ahead with the question.
sir, in one of the tutorial sheets, I saw that we used a constructor in the Python, and he said we should convert in a sheet. So that's why I had used a constructor in my code because we done it before in the tutorial.
No. Technically, we're not doing it in the tutorial. You
So
do the
using
tutorial,
this
but we're not
tutorial.
discuss it yet. Right? So in this case, I wouldn't ask you to be using that until we discuss it. Clear?
Yes,
Yeah. So I'm not saying that you did a bad thing, No, because if you're in search of knowledge and you get additional knowledge, that is great. That is what we want. I'm just saying, for what I'm asking here, I don't expect you to go outside of what we would have discussed, looked at in class, done some examples on. And I'm saying this for everybody because some persons might be listening now and they might say, oh, constructor, why that sir did want in the solution? So you see why I can't even come here now and write not about a constructor. Because those persons now are going to be confused, wonder what on earth we're talking about. And say, boy, sir, wickedy, he never ever teach you not about a constructor, but that him expect with a put on fit. No. All right. So just to make that clear. All right. So no constructor. So you say show, and then show must have some details. What kind of details you do want show to show?
the property,
The property or the properties? Is it
the
the
property,
property meaning one property, or is it all of the properties?
All of them.
All right, so all of them. So are we going to type all of them now?
No.
No. Why not?
Because they can run in errors if it not do in the correct order.
Excellent. We can run into errors. I'm not sure about the order, but we can run into errors. So because we can run into errors, we want to take things step by step. We write a little piece of code, we check to see if it works, and when we're sure that it works, then we add more code to it. That is how I'm recommending that you write your programs. And that's what we're demonstrating in terms of going through this and building out the solution. So let's say we have show. We want to show one thing. What's that one thing you want to show? Tell me just one thing you want to show.
Sorry, the length of the grade?
Huh?
The length of the grade.
The length. All right. So tell me what to type if that is what we want to show.
See out.
See out.
Sorry,
You
two
type
less
see
than
out
sign.
long time,
Sorry, you not hear me?
Me hear you now.
Sorry, two less than sign.
All right, less than.
Open quotation.
Open.
The length of the crate is.
All right, so the length of the what?
The crate is.
Of
And
the
you put
crate is.
colon
And you put a colon there, so.
and space.
And a space, all right.
Outside the quotation, sir, you're gonna have two less than sign again.
Outside of the quotation, two less than sign.
You write length.
And the right length.
And then then you're gonna have wait, oh, you see.
I don't know what you call it, but
So
you
yeah,
gotta tell me. Then
yeah,
what?
backslash n. So I have backslash n. Forward slash n. Oh, yeah.
So we have forward slash n now.
I want semicolon.
And a semicolon.
From that.
All right. You don't agree with that, folks?
No, sir. Something missing.
Something missing?
Yeah.
And make us see what the compiler say first. So we're gonna run. So run. And we have some errors. So wanna fix the errors for me now, please.
Oh, sir, miss out something.
Yes. I that your virgin did I say a while ago.
Yeah,
Sir, the
fine.
STD and the double colon if you come before coach.
So you want the
No, you don't need
STD,
STD.
Gabby?
Okay.
You're using namespace. I use a namespace. STD
Sir,
is all
there
you
need to
need.
be a more or less than sign
You need to
in
be more
between
less
Sir,
the
than
miss that.
sign.
the
Yeah,
An
but
length
tell me
and
exclamation
where.
the
sign in front of N.
in
That.
front of the length.
Oh, so right here, so.
Yes, sir.
All right. So some less
Yes,
than
sir.
sign. So good now. All right. So make a run again.
No,
Sir,
sir,
the N supposed to in
sir, you're supposed to have
open
open and close
quotations.
quotation around
Sir,
the
no backslash
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
side right.
All right. So
open
the
and close.
end supposed to the inner
Yeah.
open and close.
Mhm.
Let me get rid of it from here, so. So we're gonna try again, right? All right. So this time we don't get no errors. But it's still saying hello world. Why on earth is that?
Sir, because we haven't called
Sir, you still have
hello
the main
function
function
in the
under this one.
main.
Okay, because we have not modified the main. So in the main, we still have this thing that says see out hello world. So make we get rid of that then. No? And if we get rid of that and we run it, then notice there's no output. But we want some output. So tell me how to customize the main so we can get some output based on what we have created.
Sir, you'd have to create an instance of the class.
All right, I'm not sure what that instance is. So give me a simpler word for instance.
An object.
I need to create an object. How do I go about doing that?
So you write the class name and then the space and then the object name.
A class name space object name. What is the class name?
Create.
Create space. And for object name, I'm going to call it C. So I'm going to type C, semicolon. So we have now created an object called C. So now that we have created the object, we now need to display the content of the object. So what do we write?
So you write C dot show the show.
C dot show. And remember, it's a function, so we need the
Yes, sir.
parentheses at the end. All right, so let's try this now. So we run, and it said the length of the crate is, and we say 0. But what if we wanted to say the length of the crate is 25? How do we get that to work?
So, sir, you use parameters inside the function.
We do what?
Use a parameter inside the function.
I don't hear that. Use parameters.
Use parameters inside the function.
Use parameters inside the function. When you say inside the function, what do you mean?
In the brackets.
You mean in here, sir?
Beside the function name.
In here,
Yes,
sir?
sir.
All right,
Yes,
good
sir.
try, but you're wrong.
No, I would have this, sir. Scroll go back down to something. Couldn't you use it in the brackets there at C dot show?
Down here, sir?
Hold on, are this so?
You're still wrong.
No, one of this, actually, one of this. You'd have to put it.
That means
Sir, how
nobody not
much you
pass
say
it,
you
sir.
want the length be?
Sir,
Suppose I wanted to show 25. How do I get that?
Sir, just
Yes.
a little guess. You'd go in under main and create, and then each crate would measure differently, sir, but you would have to put in the measurements you want. So
So,
like you would have said crate, which is the class, and then you have said crate one, which is crate one, of course, and then open parentheses, and you want 25, so you could have put 25, but it's a double or a float, so you could have
I
put
mean,
20.
I gotta put 25 there, sir.
Where, sir? Well, I was looking at mine. It's loading. No, sir.
All right, so this is a no. All right, so we're gonna put 25.
Voila. Stop, sir.
So I must hold on. All right.
You know what? Open back. Yes, sir. I didn't say you'd put it.
Right here, so up here, so.
Side of the C, open bracket.
Okay, so we're gonna test that and see. And I see some things popping up in the comments as we go look on it. So we run. Jesus. Never seen so much error in my life.
Right, sir.
Mercy.
Sir, insert a new line.
1 minute, 1 minute, no, 1 minute. I take them one at a time. I go to the chat now. See what I go on. All right, I don't think any of them thing here relate to what we are doing now. All right. So back here, so somebody that tell me something now.
You could insert a new line.
Insert a new line where?
Yeah, underneath create C.
Okay.
And then you type type C dot. Wait, what was the name of this one again?
name length.
Length, right. Length.
See that length?
Yeah.
Okay.
Open bracket, if I say you call it.
Open bracket.
Okay. What the figure you say 125?
25, okay.
Yeah. And then you put the quotation thing outside. So
quotation?
Sorry, not quotation, the colon.
The colon.
Yeah.
Colon.
Semicolon.
Oh, semicolon. So are you that?
Sir, I can put that in public as well.
Sir, you will create a method for the length, for setting the length.
Okay, so I'm gonna run this first. And that wrong. When I say that, folks, it is wrong. It is wrong because there is no such method called length.
I said we create the method.
Yes, folks?
Yes, sir.
So you need to create the method first. Now, there is a property called length. So if I'm going to make a method, I'm not going to use a method with the same name, because that can cause possibly conflicts. So I'm going to create a method called set length. So void set underscore length, and then begin and end. Now the question that we need to ask ourselves for set length is, does it need to take in any input? Yes or no?
No.
Does set length need to take in any input?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
it does.
Yes, sir.
So because it needs to take in an input, we need to put the input that it's going to take in. What type of input we need it to take in?
The units.
What type?
A float.
The float.
It's a float. Why is it a float? Because up there, so only declare it to be a float.
Yeah.
So it means down here, so it need to take in a float. All right. Now, for simplicity, I don't want to deal with float, so I'm going to just use int.
Okay.
So I'm going to call with int and call length int. So that down here, so I can take in an int.
And you can set it to be
I need to give it a name.
L, like what?
All right, call it L. And if we call it L, then I must now update the property with this value. So how do I do that?
Length equal L.
Length
colon
is assigned L semicolon.
Yeah, semicolon.
All right, good. So if I now go to the main and I need to modify so everything works properly, which line am I going to modify?
And it's C length 25.
Which line am I going to modify? The lines have numbers, folks.
42.
42.
42. And I'm going to modify it to what?
We're going to change length to the name of the method.
Which is?
Set length.
Set
Set
underscore
underscore
length.
length.
Yeah, set underscore length.
And we know we can retry, right? So running. We're now seeing the message as we anticipate the length of the crate is 25. And if we change this value to any other value, 96, and we re-execute, then note that we're getting the value that we're looking for. No, we have not used any cin. We have simply used the parameters to pass values into the function that we want to use inside the function. Remember, the function in this case is a method. The method is called setLength. It takes in an input, which is an integer input, stores that integer input inside this variable that you have created called L, and then we assign the value in L to the length property. Right. Any questions so far? No, sir, because that is very easy, and that's what I had written. All right, very good class.
Sir, wait.
Yes,
Sir,
sir, that is
where
what I
you-
had written.
Sir, when you have in the brackets, in the parameters for set length, couldn't you use float R and then in the beginning, after the beginning, you have length equal R semicolon? Wouldn't that still work?
You mean I must have a float here, sir?
No, sir, I mean if you could, because that's what I
Yes,
used
sir.
and it worked.
Yeah, but hold on.
Yeah, I have a float.
Hold on, folks. You have to listen when I'm talking now. Didn't I already address, wasn't this float before?
Yes, sir.
And what did I say? Did I say float can't work?
No, sir, you said for simplicity.
There you go. So just for simplicity. So if you want to use float, float away.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, man.
Sir,
Yes.
for the measurement, did you want it to display like whether it was in centimeters or inches or whatever?
No, that's not important to me.
Okay, because I think, okay, all right.
Oh, sir, it wasn't important.
No, it's not important to me.
Oh,
I just need to know
well,
the
I
dimension.
did it. Okay.
So length and width.
Sir,
Whether or not you want to assume that that length and width is going to be centimeters or meters or whatever, that's up to you. The class don't need to store that detail.
sir, I know you use length equal L for to avoid confusion, sir. But if we put length as we put it the same name in the method as it is in private, sir, that wrong? Like if me have length equal length instead of change the name, it wrong?
If you have what?
Length equal length in the method, sir, using back the same name that's up top, would that be wrong? I know you said avoid confusion, but would it be wrong necessarily if I use that?
All right. For you to go wrong.
For me to go
Because,
wrong,
yes, because you don't understand the implications of what you're doing. So there's a whole heap of things that is happening under the background. And if you don't understand what is happening, you're going to confuse yourself. So for now, the rule is, the law is, not just a rule. The commandment is, not do it.
okay, sir.
All right? So that
Yes,
goes for
sir.
everybody. You're going to ensure that every name that you're using is going to be a different name. So we're not going to come here and call this length. And we're not going to come here and call this length. We're going to ensure that everything have distinct names. So we know that this is length property, which is different from set length, the method, which is different from L, the parameter or the input. That way, nobody get confused. Just like how we have couple Nathaniel in the class. And whenever we say Nathaniel, we have to go indicate which one of the Nathaniel them we are talk, because there are multiple Nathaniels. We want to avoid that sort of confusion inside of our code. Good question. All right, anybody else? No, sir, because what you have said is crystal clear, sir. All right, thanks, class, for responding. So let's continue then. So we have done the set length, and we can show the length. But now we need to do the other properties. So which other property we want to do?
Width.
Width. So if we're going to do width, then we can just copy this. Why not? We can save some time. We paste it. And then we change it from set length to quick now, folks.
Set width.
Yes, man, set width.
Set width.
And we change the L to
W.
yes, man, to W. So it means we go yes and we change it to W. I'm going to change this thing that's a length to
Width.
there you go. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. So if we go to the main program and we now want to set the width, what do we write?
C dot
C dot set width. And we put in the value for the width, right?
Yes, sir.
17.
Yes, sir.
Semicolon. And if we run this now, we're going to say the length of the crate and the width of the crate, right?
Supposed to.
Yes, sir.
No,
yes,
just
okay. So let's run it
Sir,
and see.
No,
wait.
Wait,
sir,
no.
I don't see it.
Sir, in the void show.
Gentlemen.
Good. So therefore means we also have to update the show operation, the show method. So all is inside the show is to display the length. We don't need to put something to display the width. So easy that is, folks. Copy and paste. And now we change the message to say the width of the crate is, and what we're going to have here, so?
Width, sir?
Yes, man, the property. And then we run again. And there we go. How easy that was.
Very.
Very easy. Everybody there here, so do not say what kind of easy test that, sir, don't it?
No, sir, never easy.
Okay, true, no, man.
No, it looks never easy.
You don't want to talk the truth, all right.
So sir, I liked it.
You liked it because it's easy?
Sir, I liked it overall. Once I knew what to do, I liked it.
Okay, wonderful. Everybody know what to do because you all get the same teaching, don't it? Yes, sir, that is true. All right, thank you, class. Let's move on.
Yes, sir.
So we have set length, we have set width. Let's try set color now. No? So once again, we copy. And we paste. This is the only time you're allowed to copy. And what this going to call? What we going to call the method?
Set color.
Yeah, man, set color. As easy as that. And set color going to take in a what?
String.
No parameter.
A string.
Yeah, string.
A string was here,
a string where I use up here, so. And what we're going to call the string variable? or the parameter?
C.
C. Which means that down here is going to be
C.
C. You say it like you're not sure. And here's going to be
Color.
color. And we need to come down here to the show and change it again, don't it? So we copy C out, we paste C out. And what going to go here, so?
Color.
Color. And then we're going to say the color of the crate is color. Yeah, and then we need to come to the main program, and now we need to check to make sure that the color that we just put in is not working. We don't break anything. You see the method that we're using, gentle folks?
Yes, sir.
We're writing the code piece by piece, and we're checking it consistently so that we know at the point at which the program actually breaks, if it breaks. So we're not going to sit down and write 5,000 line of code without testing, and then we test the one bug of error and feel like we want to jump off of one ship. No, we're building it step by step, little by little, testing as we go along, so that we're seeing what works. And then we know when it breaks, what does not work, and where exactly to be looking to determine how best to fix that part that's not working. Please follow this methodology and save yourself some headache. Now back to the main. We set the length, we set the width, but we don't set the color. So we need to set the color. So tell me what to type.
C.
C.
C dot set underscore color.
That's set underscore color.
And then the brackets.
All right, parentheses.
Yeah. And inside you write whatever color you
All right.
want.
Like blue.
Sir, I think you should you put the double quotation marks? I didn't do it
Okay,
like
so
that,
string,
sir.
you never do it like that?
No, sir, I did this differently. That's why I was, yeah.
What you say? So that means you lose some marks then, man.
Sir, no, sir, I posted it in the, wait, sir.
But
It works fine, sir.
You're sure about that?
Yes, sir, very sure.
Oh, okay. If you say so, I'm not too sure though.
Sir.
Anyway, the values which are string values need to be placed in double quotes. So if you have a value and it's a string value, you need to place it in double quotes. So in this case, blue is a string value. So I need to place the blue inside the double quotes. So we can now test this to see if it works. Fingers crossed. We're running. Wow, it works. The color of the crate is blue. Let's try orange. Let's run. The color of the crate is orange. I'm excited, folks. Una excited too?
Sir, seriously.
Una excited? Am I alone excited?
Yes, sir. Me excited.
Oh, cause I see things at work and it just feel, good feeling.
Feel good, man. Feel good.
Sir,
all right.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, can I show you what I did?
We're not finished yet.
Sir, when you're done, I mean.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
So that your classmate can tell you what you do wrong.
Sir, I did nothing wrong.
Okay,
because my program worked.
All right. We still reach there. So where are we now? We need to set up this, right? Because we don't store this as it. So we want to know, does it carry? Huh?
So why I use online GBD and not VS Code?
Because it's easy for use.
Oh, okay. Well, that's actually.
We need to store the value to determine whether or not the thing has dangerous material. Once again, copy, paste, And this time we can call it set. No, let me call it our next name.
Sir, is
Let's say
hazardous?
is dangerous.
Is, yeah.
So that's what I'm calling this function, is dangerous, this method. And what does is dangerous take in?
Bool.
Bool.
Draw a false statement.
And let's say D. So it means that C going to be D for dangerous.
No. What?
Huh?
D?
D for dangerous. It can name D.
All right, proceed, sir.
All right. And this going name has. All right. And we come down here, so what we're going to type now? What we're going to type?
See
Yeah,
that.
but type C that we call it as.
See that?
It's dangerous. Whatever
Is
you
Yes,
say.
sir. It's
dangerous.
dangerous, sir. It's dangerous, yeah.
All right. So let us say that it is false. So it is not dangerous. So we finish now, right?
No.
Yeah, man. So I can run it. Run. Oh, but me not see if it's dangerous or not. What go on there, sir?
Yeah, because you're supposed to put in a if statement, I think, if
Put in a if statement where?
you know they call this for the
You know,
phone.
the void show
Sir,
details or
Okay, so we need to put some code inside of the show that will
yeah.
take care of telling us whether or not the thing is dangerous or not. All right, so want to tell me what I'm going to type?
If
If
yeah, open we call it
open the
open.
bracket, yeah.
Yeah. We call it again. Is dangerous.
Why you say it's dangerous?
oh, it has. It
No,
has.
sorry, if
It
has. If
has
has. Equal.
equal, which means equal.
Yeah.
True.
False.
If it is equal to true,
Then output that. Yeah.
then we output what?
Then it's a go output create holes hazardous
All right,
material.
all right. So we can say contains
Hazardous
has
materials. Yeah.
materials.
Okay.
Am I going to display anything here, sir?
So I remove
All
that.
right. So I can just have the new line alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Else go make a next line.
All right. So else, which means otherwise.
Yeah. Go back up where you gone.
We're going away.
Oh, okay.
And we said does not, right?
Mhm.
Does not contain has material. So if the value in has is true, then it contain has material. Otherwise, meaning the value in has is false, it should print does not contain has materials. All right, so we can try it again now. Run. And note, it says does not contain has materials, as we would have expected, because on line 67, we set is dangerous to false. So it does not contain any hazardous materials. But if we had changed it to true and we execute, then now notice it has in hazardous materials. And notice there is a semicolon here at the end that I don't need. So I'm going to just tidy it up by getting rid of it. And we should be good to go now. And that's it. Now notice. Now is what? 103. And we start about 12:15. based on the time most of you reach here late. Finish within the hour. And not only that, we talk and me ask a whole heap of questions and a whole heap of something. So this, you should be able to finish this in 30 minutes maximum.
Sir, this is it. Like, this is it.
What do you mean?
Because, my one, I did get it for also output the length and width and the color for the crate that doesn't hold hazardous stuff.
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Yeah, so just like how you see the length for the crate that holds hazardous materials, underneath that it did show a next crate would don't hold hazardous materials.
Oh, so you create
Yeah.
two objects?
Well, basically, that is why I didn't want to use the construct something. But
No, but well, hold on. It's a write a main program to demonstrate the use of your create data type. So based on my create data type, have I used all operations that I have created?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you don't need nothing more than that. You have demonstrated that you know how to call it. I think read too much into the problem them, you know.
Right. I thought you also wanted it to display the other crate, the dimension of that crate and the color
There's
of
no
that
other crate.
Sir, oh,
One
really?
crate.
It's not?
crate.
Sir, I put
Where
two.
is
I
the
have
another
two
crate?
crates.
No, but
It
Three
said,
crate
hold
working,
on.
sir.
one crate holds
Sir, I
hazardous
have two
materials and the
Can
other one
we
doesn't.
hold on, folks. Can we go back to the problem? Where in the problem it says that you must write a main program to create two crates? Does it say that anywhere? Is that yes or no?
No, sir.
No, it does not. Does it imply that you must create two crates? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
No.
No, that is not implied either.
The only something it say
It
if
says,
the crate hazardous or not hazardous.
it
That are only
says,
two.
hold on, no, folks, hold on. No. You have to listen sometime, you know, so they can learn. It says to demonstrate the use of your crate data type. And I'm going to ask the question again. Have you made use of all of the operations or methods inside of your class, inside of your data type?
Yes, sir. I do.
Yes. So if you have done that, you have satisfied the ask. Now, for those of you who say, oh, we need to have one for the hazardous and we need to have one where not hazardous, then why you never tell me say you need to have one for orange crate, for blue crate, green crate, yellow crate, purple crate, maroon crate? Why would you never tell me that?
I'm gonna get to that now.
No, not tell me that, you know. So why is it so fixated on
Sir,
the...
wait,
Hold on.
sir.
Hold on, may I ask a question? When I finish, I can respond. So why are you so fixated on the is dangerous, whether or not that is true or false? Because you never say orange crate plus purple crate plus green crate and list out all of the other colors. So why is it so fixated on whether or not it's dangerous or not?
Speechless.
Sir.
Yeah, only really speechless with you.
No, sir.
I'm listening, you know. I'm listening.
Oh, okay. Sir, when I was telling you I didn't do it that way, you're saying that I'm at... Sir, can I just show you?
No, hold on. You don't need to show me yet. The fact is, I'm asking a question because based on what I'm hearing, some of you felt the need to say whether or not it is dangerous as well as whether or not it is not dangerous. You felt the need to have two crates. And I'm saying again, why didn't you say you want to have 10 crates with 10 different colors? Because to me, it equates to the same thing that you're saying about whether or not the crate is dangerous or not dangerous. You want to have two. to show that one dangerous and one is not dangerous. So why didn't you all have multiple colors of crates? And if one is still speechless, it's because it was not required.
Sir, okay. First, when I read this, I took it as I just needed two crates. One is the different color that shows it's hazardous, and the other that is not hazardous, and it would have a different color. So 2 colors, and it'd mean hazardous, not hazardous. That I didn't see the need for any other colors, just 2.
I still don't understand how you get that though.
Sir, I read some crates can carry hazardous materials. Since it's important to know which crates have been designated for this role, I took that one. I read this. This is where I got this from. So I was thinking that
So the color never
it
matter.
have 2 rows.
So the color wasn't. Yeah.
The color, well, yes, for me, because if I'm gonna have the 2 of them, one's hazardous, I'm gonna need to show that it's dangerous. For the other one, it's safe, so I'm gonna need to show that it's safe.
Hold on. So pointed question. Does the color of the crate determine whether or not it is safe or not, based on the question?
No, sir.
No.
Okay. There you go. You could have a black crate and one of them is hazardous. I have another black crate and it is safe. So there's nothing in the question that indicates that the color of the crate indicate whether or not it is safe. It is this Boolean variable that should indicate whether or not a crate that you have created is safe. So the only need that you had right here, based on the ask, is to create one crate and demonstrate that you know how to manipulate the crate. That's it. I hope now everybody a bit clearer on that aspect.
Overthought the question.
I see that. And I understand that. And that's why I try to clear up that now. So
sir, you don't need
moving forward, you know, do too much in a little bit of time where you have. Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, so you don't need a variable to show, say, rectangular?
No.
All right, then, sir.
Notice, you know, I tell you what is important for the company. The company needs to know the dimensions of the crate. That is important. It also tells you that based on the hazardous thing. And then it also tells you that, you know, we need to know about the color because the crates are rectangular in shape and are colored. Now, when I see you set the length and the width, do I expect you to say length is 5 and width is 5?
No, sir.
Why not?
Because if it's rectangular, they're both going to have different sizes.
Excellent. So you see, if me say start put 5 for length and 5 for width, me I go take off some mark. Because you know it should be rectangular. And rectangular means different length, different width. All right. Yes, lucky you never do that, Lexi. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing now because me finish.
Question, so you lose marks if you have a second crate?
If what?
You lose marks if you have a second crate that does not carry hazardous material.
Yeah, man, would I just take off some mark?
I'm just ask for your friend, sir.
I may ask, I may answer for the friend.
Sir, really? Okay.
Yes.
So, like, if we have a second crate, then you have to take off marks to the second crate They're supposed to have 3 crates, sir. How much marks I get
Jesus,
to cross?
peace. Then you even lose more mark. The
Sir,
more
but
crates,
I have 3
Sir, I don't mean
demonstrated
somebody
here.
me know do it.
yeah.
Not me. Please.
The more crates you have, the more you lose marks.
Right. All right, sir. The friend never take it so far still. Them only they used to.
Yeah. So, me not want to overthink the thing, them, all right? Yeah, so I'm going to stop share now. Stop share. And see, Andrew did say she going to share and show away a boss program, but she right.
Sir, no, sir, it's not no boss program, but I worked with what I learned from the video, so yeah. Worked with what I remembered. So.
Yeah, man. So run your thing, man, so we can look on it.
All right, sir. Yes. Can y'all see my screen?
Yeah, man, we'll see it.
Okay. So yes, sir. I started these basic things up here. So I have what you had for your thing: the private float width, float length, char, star, color, and all of that.
1 minute,
See?
though. 1 minute. Hold on, 1 minute. 1 minute. Go up. I can't leave that one. Line 9.
Line 9.
Yeah, me know say you put it because you hope we would have see it and talk about it. So line 9. Yeah, so me see it, so me have to mention it.
Answer.
Yeah, man, line 9 that.
She's float.
So chair star yata.
No, man, line 9.
Line 9 is float length.
Yeah, that may I say.
That is what?
No, spell right.
Length. Sorry, do
Float
you mean
who?
char star?
Spell
No,
that
man, go
right,
back to
man.
line 9, man.
Oh, okay, fine.
That is who?
Float length.
Lehu?
From what I
My
know,
friend.
that
No,
T
who
should
say me
come
can't
before
spell
the
it?
H, you
Okay.
know.
Oh, wait,
Oh.
did I spell it wrong?
No, but I change it now because you have the rest
Okay.
of code based on it. Your rest of
But
code based on it.
still,
No, but I change it now. Yeah.
well, they're all this. I didn't make any other mistake with this stuff there.
All right. So me just point it out like, but me know say you
Yes,
put it because you want with it for find it out.
yes, sir.
There you go. So you can continue now.
All right, sir. Sir, for the public, I put show details first. Show details because yes, that's what I saw you use. So yes, so that's what I went with.
So the order you place the methods in the class does not matter.
No.
So I'm just putting that out there.
So as you can see, I have the one for length here, one for width, one for color, and then I have the true or false one for the bool right here. I put this to show when it runs.
Yeah, man, I get that. I look for the significant difference because I'm not see it yet.
Sir, it comes down here, so yeah. Sir, yes. So I put this right, and I have this. So the two things come down here, so where I have void for hazardous, yes, and then void for not hazardous, here, so. And then I have void set color for hazardous, which is this, and then void for set color not hazardous, and then this.
All right, so you're going to lose much more marks than before.
Sir, why?
Because based on what you have written, you have assumed that if it is hazardous, it is of amber color. And if it's not hazardous, it is of green color. There's nothing that implies that in the problem. So as the organization, I want to have crates of all different colors, shades, tints, and hues. With your implementation, you're preventing me from doing that.
Sir, I didn't really, well, I guess. I wasn't choosing them for that reason. I just thought I needed a color, so I just chose them a color. But yeah, I guess I would.
So seeing that you were on contract and you were paid some money, and you give me this,
Probably
you
get
know, if you
fired.
me not even talk about the fire. And if you give back some of my money when pay you, or you have not given me what I need.
Sir,
And
but
then
what if I show? Sir, but
and
what
then
if I told you it was just a beta?
me I go fire you after.
Sir, oh well. Sir, I have these down here because I was showing if it could work with the other ones. So that's basically why I have these two here. So
Understood, but I don't need all of that.
sir, and when
Because,
I run it, there it is.
because once we look at the code, we know what the code is supposed to do. So once you demonstrate in the main program that you know how to create the object and to make use of the methods of the object, then that is fine. And that's what I want at this stage, at this level, right now. Maybe 2 weeks from now, I might want something different. But as of now, this is what I need. Any other questions?
Sir, would we really? Sir,
Yes,
can't
you'd
believe
really
it.
lose marks.
All right, sir.
So that is asked and answered. Any other question?
Sir,
Go ahead.
you have any like practice questions? Can get some practice off of basically like
No,
the
I don't have
questioning.
any. No, I don't have any. But
Alright,
feel free to go on the internet and go find some.
alright.
Yeah. Any other questions? As if there are none, we wrap up now. We're done. All right, so it look like a we that then, folks. So I trust that you have learned something new, or if you're not even learned anything new, you have enhanced what you already know.
We learn to follow instructions now.
Very good. That's a that's
Yes,
a
sir.
very good thing to note. All right, so yeah, I'm the best teacher that you're ever going to have, bar none.
Believe.
I'll put that out there. Yeah. If one can prove me wrong, then come back and tell me which other teacher, you see who surpass.
So, sir, for year two, and you go teach, sir.
For who?
For year two, sir.
No, I probably won't see you again.
Oh, okay, sir.
All right then. So we'll take care of yourself until such time.
All right, touch man.
Sir, you know, see the program with me, right?
No, you never show me.
No, I send it in.
Oh, yeah, man, me make you send it in because you must send it in so that now that we go through it, you can compare what you have against what was
Sir,
there.
it way different from
It's
what
way
me just.
different.
Well, not that different, but like some parts are different from how me do it, but it still run.
No, I'm concerned. See,
Sir,
300, it's a,
sir, remember some my head tough, you know.
well, I don't know about the tough head thing, but I mean, you would know that though.
Sir,
But
I send it in for Moodle, so just look on it and send me back some comments.
no, man, I don't have time for that.
Sir, so you make us send it in then for.
Because you must practice use the platform.
Alright, sir.
Yeah, so but you can show it now, just like OT and Joshua for your own.
Oh, hold
So
on
we
a
can
sec.
laugh off of you.
Oh, my share screen.
Eh? Same thing, we start laugh already.
Oh, wait. Oh, I can't do it. Hold on a sec.
You see a big green button where says share. You can't miss it. It green.
Is that share?
Get a
Yes.
share. My Jesus.
Sir, wait. No.
Help me. Oh, sir.
Yes, sir.
So who help you write this?
Sir, so somebody have to help me write it.
Yeah, because you say you don't understand.
Yes, sir. All right. Somebody
So
help me write them.
yeah,
Mama tell
so
her them tell me.
and therefore, hold on and listen to me carefully. Therefore, you cheat your own self.
Man, I cheat my own self, but if I need help, somebody have help.
So someone must stop talk then.
No, sir, but
Because I'm giving you my professional take on the matter. If you know
okay.
I'm a professional take on the matter, then that's
No,
fine.
sir, give me professional
Yeah,
take.
I'm saying that you have done yourself no favors by getting somebody to help you. Number one, you're using a constructor. As I mentioned earlier, I have not done anything with constructors. So that for me is a red flag, especially given that you say, well, your head tough. Now, by using a constructor, you're either making it worse for yourself because if you don't understand the basic, and then you're adding on constructor on top of that, then it means that you're not going to understand. Yeah, man, you can go ahead. It means that you don't really understand the foundation. You have to get the foundation right. It's like you're trained, like you exercise. You can't start lift 50-pound dumbbell until you start lift probably 10 pound. Because when you start lift the 10 pound, it give the form and all of them things there. So you know what to expect. Yeah. So I would say to you, we have gone through it today. Wait 2 days and then go try write it again on your own. And you see where you are
Sir,
in the
like
scheme
which
of things.
instead of the constructor.
So you are going to write it using the knowledge that you would have gained by virtue of going through those 2 videos that I would have uploaded.
Okay.
So give yourself till weekend. And then just pick it up back on weekend. Ensure that you go through the videos. And then you try and do the same thing using only the knowledge that is contained inside of the videos. And then you assess yourself and see where you stand. Because right now, you cannot compare where you stand. You don't know where you stand. Because somebody helped you. You get where I'm going now?
Yes, sir. Got
All
you.
right. That's your word. So are we that then? Guidance people. So we talk.
All right, sir.
All right, sir.
Yeah, man, bless.